Yeah, so we're gonna get some Boseijus into our deck. At least one, maybe two. I'm not sure. Good cards are good, yeah. Well, I kind of think a lot of the other decks that try to play Boseiju aren't great. What's up, Z Bex? Oh, I appreciate it, Nefet. Yeah, I've been playing a fair amount of Kamigawa. I'm actually trying to get some draft boxes to play IRL with some friends. No, wait, oh, this is extended art? Nah, I like the OG version of almost everything. I don't really like the extended arts or whatever. I guess this one looks kind of nice, actually. Like, you can see the pavilion-esque things. I forget the, like, actual name for those, like, pavilions. There is, like, a technical name, but I don't remember it. So I've had some thoughts about the deck lately. I'm not sure red is all that necessary, but blasts are really good in the post-board game still, so I'm still gonna keep red. But I'm not sure how many groves I actually need to play. But I want to play a heavy expedition map version that I've seen floating about. I think it makes a lot of sense. And for that reason, I'm going to play a lot more one-of lands, I think. Like, I'm probably going to play the one of Glacial Chasm, even though it's not great a lot of the time. Just because I think once you play with, like, 3 maps, you can extend your deck to do some sort of weird stuff that you normally can't. Oh yeah, I need some fetch lands. I'm basically building this from memory because, well, I guess that's just kind of how it is for me. I want 2 Taigas. I miss the days where Sheltered Thicket was playable, but it's no longer playable. Oh, should I use one of these forests? Alright, chat. How do you all feel about these forests? Also, how much do they cost, actually, is the real question. Yo, what's up, Baragaki? Let me know if I pronounced that correctly. They're free? Okay. I mean, kind of like it. It's funny because I think both in Chinese and Japanese, the same character means forest. I believe this is his, actually, let me check. I might pronounce it wrong. But I think it's sun. Sun. Okay, it's sun. Yeah, and it's the same character in both Chinese and Japanese. Alright, I'll play one of these today. I don't know, I usually use APAC Forest. I have a Beta Forest for my RL deck, actually, which is kind of nice. Oh, we gotta vote for APAC Forest? Alright, I'll start a poll. APAC? Wait, how do I do a poll? How do we do a poll? Alright. Which forest? APAC? Kamigawa? Fort. Alright, I'll let it run for 2 minutes. Get your votes in which forest I should use. This will be a placeholder for now, but... Always 4 depths? That's the way I play the deck, Baragaki. Some other people don't do that, and I still find it really puzzling, because I don't want to give up on free wins, personally. That's just the way I play the deck. Like, obviously other people don't want to do that, but I just think in a lot of your bad matchups, I want to max out on Dark Depths. So that's how it is. 3 Maze, probably. Yo, what's up, DC? What's up? Yeah, I usually play just like... I play a much more conservative mana base usually as well. Like, a lot of people try to cheat on colored sources, and I hate that. Blast Zone, Pachuca Bog. There's just been so many good lands printed for this deck in the last I guess not the last few years, but obviously Gate Crash changed the deck a lot with this. Oh, nice. I kind of regret not, like, trying to go to that DC, but at the same time, it's, like, whatevs, you know? I don't want to miss Rainforest in my deck as a third fetch. Let's see, what am I missing? Well, let's get some of the spells in and decide how many spells I need. Exploration. I'm gonna play one Sylvan Library. I don't really like the card that much, but I think the first copy is the best copy of the card. Sagas. Thank you. Yeah. We'll see how many lands I end up playing. I might shave around the... Like, I might cut at the third maze. I'm not going to Indie either. I thought about it, and at the time it looked like it wasn't a great idea, so I didn't. But obviously now, knowing what I know, I would maybe reconsider. But that's fine, you know. It's fine. One or the other. I'm going to be able to play 3 P-Fire. I'm going to play 3 Expedition Map. There will be other tournaments to play this year. I'm not too concerned about it. Like, there will be stuff that I can play, so I'm not... I mean, obviously, I want to play the ones I can play, but it's fine. I'm going to cut 1 maze. Let's see. I'm not going to forget about Mox Diamond if you see the picture behind me, Lilo Goif. Just look at literally the picture behind me, and that'll answer that. Explore Worlds. Yeah, okay, like, the thing is, DC, obviously that's scary, but I think if you just, you know, quarantine and ride it out and take good care of yourself, you'll recover, so... There's also technically a false positive rate, but I don't know the exact details of how it actually operates. Alright, I want to play Crucible. I want to play Pithing Needle, I think. PCR an hour ago and you have no... Yeah, so, like, that's the thing. I think a lot of people don't understand, like, one way or another, there are inaccuracies in those tests. Obviously, if you get multiple tests saying the same result, it's more likely to be true. But you kind of just have to sit down and figure out what it actually means. Also, DC, what place gives you a PCR test that has Oh, sorry, I see. Your PCR result's not in yet. Got it. I was confused because I thought you said, I just misread it. No. Don't worry about it. I like Pirate Spellbomb as well. Basically, I'm not convinced you actually need Valakut Exploration anymore. It's always been kind of a clunky card. And I want to play the first Boseiju because I think the first Boseiju is the best copy. Because going from 0 to 1 in a deck that has tutors... Oh, that's what I'm missing. What's making Crucible playable? Mostly Urza Saga. If I'm going to be completely honest. It's just Urza Saga. Do I need... How many fetches do I need? Maybe I can get away with 2 fetches. Okay, I'll play with 2 fetches. I think I need 2 mazes, because I think there are just times where you literally need 2 mazes. I'm going to cut the third P-Fire. So to answer your question, Opa, I've played a main deck Crucible for a while in this deck, and I think it's just kind of good. Is Gamble outdated? Well, Force of Negation made Gamble really not great, in my opinion. And the deck's so tight, you could play, 1 Gamble, but it's honestly not necessary, or even that desirable, in my opinion. Could sideboard the Sylvan instead, but I'm worried about not having enough spaces. For Jack Battle, to answer your question, GQ and Boseiju are not really the same card, because Boseiju is not Ghost Quarter. And I'll let you figure out why if you read the card. Mulch is where it's at. No, I think Mulch is just one person doing well with a very weird take on the deck that is mostly looks like a 2005 deck to me, which I'm not going to do. I want to play 3 maps. 2 Boseiju? Nah, I think the first Boseiju is the best copy. I don't really think you need more. I mean, obviously you could like justify 2, but I'd rather have like I would rather have Force of Vigors in my sideboard. I would also rather have just like the land tutors as well. So I think I'm going to second can first one and bin. What does that mean? Like what are you trying to accomplish here? Oh, also what happened with the poll? I didn't actually see. Okay, that is not what I need. Dear Dad, I think. Like, I don't think... Like, you have crop rotation in this deck. You can also wasteland yourself. Did a Kamigawa land win? How do I see my old poll? Huh. Kind of funny, I have no idea how to see the results of a poll I just ran. Maybe I just sideboard the needle instead. Kamigawa won 6 of 4. Alright, thanks. Okay, I guess we'll play this for us then. Alright. I'm gonna sideboard the needle. What's up, Turtle Power? Alright, I'm gonna play Gravedigger's Cage. I'm actually kind of fond of Cage nowadays, because I think Green Sun Zenith can be an issue sometimes. I'm gonna play at least 3 Endurance, if not 4. I'm gonna play 3 Force of Vigor because I think that card is just kind of broken. I'm gonna play 4 Blasts. I might play Thran Foundry, I haven't decided yet. Yeah, I saw that. That's actually kind of like an irritating matchup. For land sometimes, but you I think you can beat them if you're just careful, but that's certainly not what I would want to play against as his deck. Of course, conditional on how many basics they play or whatever, you know? Like, that is pretty terrifying. Like, I think if they get enough basics, it's really, really, really hard. Alright, what was I considering? Thran Foundry? Also, like, maybe a Trinisphere. Like, if you're gonna play a small number of spheres, I think it actually should be Trinisphere, generally speaking. Whereas if you have a lot of space for spheres, you should just play, like, 5 2-mana spheres, I think. So I might just play like 2 Trinisphere and like 1 other card. To be fair, Ancient Tomb makes Trinisphere better. I don't have room for that. I don't really like Choke. I think, well, Choke's better now that Ragavan is gone, but I still don't really like it. Torpor Orb's okay, but I don't really find the Death and Taxes matchup to be that bad. Like, obviously Orb is good versus Doomsday, but I think Thran Foundry would be better versus Doomsday if you wanted a card just for Doomsday because you have 4 Urza Saga in your deck. I might play 1 Trinisphere just to Mize. There was another card I want to change, I think. Well, Matt, what do you mean? Like, do you want to explain? Like, they have to do a lot of work to get around it. Like, if you Saga up Thran Foundry versus them, it takes them a long time to actually win. Like, I'm trying to understand your statement, I guess, really, is how I would put it. Because, like, I think it buys a lot of time to play that card, you know? I mean, it... Yeah, I suppose you're right, like... But just layering that with endurances and blasts and trying to, like, actually kill them, don't you think it adds up? Like, maybe you don't think it adds up, but... I mean, I could just play, like, 3 spheres instead and not bother with that. Oh, that's the card I wanted. I wanted a sideboard Field of the Dead, even though I still don't really like the card very much. I'm, like, lower on this card than basically everyone else, but I recognize there are times where it's definitely worth it. Like, Field is good versus, like, those Bant piles that, like, rely on Uro, or even, like, the Jeskai Breacher piles. I think maybe I will play with... Maybe I can just plan to dodge combo as well. Okay, while I think about this, I'll update the thing below. Yeah, I don't know, like, it's... I'm just thinking about it. I kind of want to try the Foundry, although I know other people have cut it, so... I guess it's unclear to me how... I think it's a nuisance, but maybe I'm wrong about how much of a nuisance it actually is, you know? Maybe it's like, it's not even that bad for them, right? I mean, I could play Ipnu Rivulet and, like, an Otawara and, like, a Trop. I guess maybe that's a better approach, but... Okay, it's not worth the pipe dream. Alright, I believe you, Dom. But I don't know if I should be believing you. Because you've been known to, like, scam some people in your time. Alright. I'm gonna play 1 Trinisphere and 1... Actually, maybe I should just play 2 Spheres anyways, because Sphere is kind of better in this setup, because I don't have any Ancient Tombs or anything. Probably should just play 2 Spheres. Alright. Yeah, we'll try this. I'm gonna get this forest, because that's how it is. And thanks for everyone being here. If you want to support the stream, hit that follow button, that's free to do. And if you're really want to support the stream, please check for that Twitch Prime sub and consider using it here. Or even use a regular sub. I'm not picky about that. So Kenzin? Nah, I think So Kenzin's like not what we want to be doing. That's like way too low impact. It doesn't really do anything, I think is the issue. Boseiju is 37 tickets now. Alright. Let's see if it actually got that forest for me. It did. Sick. Oh, that forest is basically free. Yo, Baruda1984, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, and thank you for following. If you want to be as cool as Baruda1984, you know how. And let's get some Jarvis claps in the chat for Baruda1984. Also, let me know if I should open a treasure chest. Alright, just waiting. I'll also get the deck on Cardboard Live. I don't really like Shadows. I've played Shadowspear in, like, modern decks. I kind of think it's just unnecessary for this deck, generally. I think it kind of just doesn't... Well, I don't want to main deck creatures either, is the other thing. Like, obviously, Urza Saga is a creature, and spearing up your Saga is great. But I think with just 4 Sagas, the spear is not that good or reliable. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, I know people disagree with it. Oops. Alright. Let's get the deck list up on Cardboard Life. Thanks, Louie Nil. Let me know if I should open a chest. If you want to be as cool as Louie, you know how. Check for that sub. February 23rd, 2022. Saga Lands with Boseiju. Just a little nightcap, thank you. Whoa, we're up to 3 today. Everyone's palin in, or whatever. I'm gonna be streaming today, tomorrow, and Friday morning. Friday morning, I think I'm actually gonna stream Vintage Cube. Tomorrow, Dom and I think, are gonna play 8cast with the turtle, the Blastoise himself. So, got a lot planned for these next few days. Alright. Decklist should be up on Cardboard Live. Yo, can we get more hype in the chat? Eight cast with $1? Oh, that's a pretty good name. It's not, but it could be. Yes, I understand they're good in those matchups. I think the fact that it's good there when you have your Saga going already is kind of not... How do I put it? Your Saga has gotten all the way to fruition, and I kind of think versus 8cast, their Sagas kind of trump yours anyways, so it doesn't really work. And versus Delver, if they haven't wastelanded your Saga, you're probably already winning. So... I don't really buy it, but, you know. I mean, I played a lot with Saga. I'm not gonna say I haven't. I played with it in, like, Jund Saga, I played with it in Hammer. I know it's an incredible card. I just don't think it actually is how I want to approach playing this deck, personally. Blastoise memes or Kappa memes? Great question. Probably Kappa memes. Also, shout out to Louie for 100 bits. Shout out to everyone being here on this Wednesday. Like, I think I'd prefer to play Retrofitter Foundry before Shadowspear, but I don't really want to play either of them. I think, like, both are really not great. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand doesn't... Like, if I had a piece of acceleration, this hand would be pretty good, but I think it's just not good enough. Reluctant Keep is how I would put this one. I can just bottom the bog. Yeah, Storm Thief. Thank you, welcome back. Okay, Delver off Island land. Probably blue-red, but we'll see what happens. Yo, we're so close to the level 2 hype train. Alright, so they're probably flipping their Delver. Iteration is the reveal. Okay. I get stifled, so be it. Maybe they fawn, maybe they daze. Both are acceptable outcomes. So another loam. I'm not dredging this turn. What's our best card for Delver? The way I like to play it, especially in Game 1, I like to stage depths them pretty aggressively. But there's a bunch of ways you can win. If you're not dying, you're also generally winning versus some Spank Star. Because just imagine an infinite timeline where both of you get to play out your decks. I think lands generally wins. So, really you lose the games where... That's weird. You lose the games where they, like, barely kill you, generally speaking, in my experience. And I don't want to dredge because I just want to find exploration. I think I'm just going to play Maze to save some life points. I'm really just trying to buy time for exploration. They've used one of their 4 wastelands. They only have 4. So this Maze should buy a bunch of time. The tab maybe will tax them a little bit. Yeah, I play 1 Yavimaya. Yavimaya is incredible. Like, I think playing without Yavimaya is a giant mistake. I'm gonna crop rotation that. They daze, that's fine. Yep, it's absolutely fine. This worked out fine for me, honestly. Like, this is something that can happen in the games where you don't draw acceleration, where you're kind of clunked up. But I'm just gonna fetch either Yavimaya or Maze next turn, I think. Obviously, whoa, they have multiple islands? Let's see. Okay. Might be dying before I get to do something. Huh. This is bad. Yeah, just the fact that I didn't have acceleration might lead me to die this game. Still didn't draw any acceleration. So, my way out of this... There's not really a way out of this, actually, I think. Well, okay, not flipping is part of it, but... Still need an exploration, essentially. Alright, well... maybe it should just get Mox. Just hope there's not a flip again. Probably that's correct. I think my real issue this game was I never drew Acceleration even after I mulliganed, which is fine. Sometimes it happens, you know? But I wasn't gonna go to 5 cards, personally. Okay, so I'm dead. Oh, I'm literally just dead. Okay, well, that kind of sucks, but, you know, it's fine. Sometimes that can happen, you know? Alright. I don't actually like the grindy cards that much. Whoops, wrong one. I like to just play low curve, be really efficient versus them. I don't remember what else I used to cut. For a long time, I didn't have any maps in my deck versus them, but I think that's a mistake. I think having the first map is good. I think I'll cut the port. No, I don't like Sphere versus Delver. I think that's like a huge trap. I don't want to be a stacks deck versus them. I just want to use all my mana every turn and beat them because my spells are more powerful. They're really good at playing, like, a game where both of you are sphered. In my experience, it doesn't work out very well for you if you try to play that game. Like, I think you generally tend to lose. Yeah, you could cut Caracas. I think that's reasonable. When they used to play Ragavan, that was obviously incorrect to cut it. But I don't really like Bog. I think it's just fine to let them Murktide and blast it instead. Bog, I don't think is like... I mean, it's okay, but... It's like Reluctant Keep, I think. I mean, the Exploration's kind of key, and the Pirate's fine. It's just the Glacial Chasm's really bad. If I draw a stage, I'll just main phase the activation, actually. And it'll be nice. Boseiju not being a force here actually kind of key because of Submerge, so... Not good. I think I'm just gonna cycle. Yeah, that's good. What day is this? I think I'm okay if they waste the depths, like who cares? Obviously, if it gets surgical, it might be problematic, but whatever. My draw's a lot better this game. I think I'm in much better shape. So what I'm going to do this game is, I'm going to get map next turn, but my real plan is to just like beat them up with constructs. Obviously, if they melt down or something, it's like kind of problematic, but it's not even the end of the world. Okay, they revealed Bolt, but they shuffled it away because it's like not actually good here. I don't have Force of Vigor in my deck. So, do I blow up all of my stuff? I think that actually kills me the way I'm sideboarded. I don't really like Force of Vigor versus them. Because, like, it's only good versus this. Actually, when they showed me 2 islands, I should have figured out they had it. That was actually a mistake. I'm considering popping Blast Zone. Yeah, this is the only Boseiju, unfortunately. Alright, I think I have to just kill their thing and hope to, like, win a weird game, but I don't think it's gonna work very well. Also, I could have stopped this if I had drawn a Wasteland, but I didn't, so... So, yep, they have a mountain, but they have 2 islands as well, so it's kind of super problematic. How do I'd have to draw a Mox Diamond. And a crop rotation. But it's definitely possible. Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously it didn't work out. I mean, like, if I just draw a blast, I can just kill this. It buys a lot of time. Alright, I'm saving the Chasm to pitch 2 Mox if I draw a Mox. Because, like, I don't think playing the Chasm does anything except be a bad land in play. Deck's trolling me. Well, looks like we might take a quick defeat this round 1, which is fine. Grab the Mox behind me? I wish I could. The problem is, with the hand I kept, I couldn't sandbag it, right? We're locked now? Why am I locked? I still have crop rotation in my deck. Like, my plan was to draw Mox, then crop rotation, and in between draw Pyroblast or Blast for the Murktide. I mean, obviously that didn't happen. Like, I'm probably dead instead. But, like, I don't know, like... Once I kept that hand, I think I had to play it the way I did. Alright, sucks. Obviously I died. I mean, that was not the best showing, but game 1, I needed to draw acceleration real bad, and game 2, obviously you can lose to Blood Moon. Alright, I'm gonna start a prediction for the second match. But yeah, I mean, like, you can lose, and I lost. That doesn't... Sometimes, like, you hit your 40% or whatever number you want to give to it. Alright, be right back in 1 second. I'm using the restroom. Thanks for being here again, and you all know how to support the stream. Alright, I'm back. Your theory is I suck at playing lands. I haven't top 8 GP in years. I see. Well, I understand you have a theory, but I ignore statements made by unsubbed people. Keyboard warrior. What is it? Underground cage keyboard fighter? That was ending. Oh, underground dojo keyboard cage fighter. God, that's a fucking mouthful. Unexciting keep, but I think it's a keep. I think I'm just gonna discard Bog. Let's see what they do. Itai and our friends, I understand he's joking. So I wouldn't worry about it, Baruda. But I do appreciate the support, of course. It could be Painter. Feels like Painter. Confirmed Painter. Poke him with a sword. A little bit. Guess you could. You love Painter? Fair enough. And I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, Boland. You can love whatever the hell you want. Go Painter in Modern? Let's see. see. Indeed, Boombox Diamond. Right. I'm dead to Grindstone no matter what I do. So I just need to like try to attack them twice and hope they don't draw into it. In addition, I think what I can do... Well, we'll see what happens, but if they have a Grindstone, it's pretty bad for me. I don't play Step in Lands. Lands generally doesn't. I don't think it's very good either, or desirable. It's Kamigawa. Oh, it doesn't have the text on it. I thought it would have the Asian character. I requested the Asian character one, but I guess it doesn't have that. If they blast it, fine. Others, I think I'm going to just get Tabernacle and tax them. Okay. It's fine. Oh, Painter added? Well, it modified... I see. Okay, weird. Interesting. Yeah, I was explaining to people in the chat before... in Chinese and Japanese, forest is the same character. It's sun in Chinese. I don't know how it's pronounced in Japanese, but that's why I kind of like using it, you know? Not so good. It's not so good. I think Maze is literally a brick. Wish I had the Force of Vigor in this matchup. Cage is okay versus like Welder and shit, but it's not that good. Yeah, I think I want the Spell Bomb back in. I'm deciding what to cut. Probably like Glacial Chasm because it actually has no text. You can side in Blast if you expect them to name blue, but it's kind of a weird double-edged sword. Yo, what's up, Mark? How you been? I don't really like Sphere or Endurance. It's like Bolin, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. What matchup is it Crucible for? Any matchup where it's grindy, like Bant Control, like Death and Taxes, Mirrors, you know. Basically any deck that like plays grindy with you. Oh, how's lands going? Well, we're 0-1, but we're up a game versus Mono Red Painter. It's turn 3 combo, and I have a little bit of disruption. I only have 3 Favs in my deck. I think this is like Reluctant Keep. You love the Kamigawa lands? Yeah, Boseiju is good versus them, but I only have 1 Boseiju in my deck, obviously. And like, it's not the easiest card to tutor up, for obvious reasons. I think I'm just gonna waste them. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not gonna waste them. This list is a little bit experimental, Mr. Atog. I'm just gonna play my land and main phase activate. Obviously, if they have the thing, if they have whatchamacallit, it's really bad for me, but alright. So they could have had Spirit Guide Blast and would have ended up poorly for me. But I just want to main phase it. That's fine. I'll just loam it all back. Like, you know, it's not a big deal. Obviously, I knew what they did was a possibility, but I wasn't going to worry about it. I'm just going to discard a Grove, I think. Now I have to worry more about blasts, but maybe I can just... It's hard to wait for them to tap out. Maybe I can draw a Force of Vigor and get them that way. Alright. Actually, I can probably just go for it on their end step. Yo, Hat, thanks for the raid. Hope you're having a good one. How was your stream? If they have a blast, they'll blast this with the trigger on. Then I'll loam everything back and force them to keep doing this. I don't know why they didn't attack if they had the blast. I think they should have attacked. It's pretty good, actually. Wait, I didn't dredge. Whoops. Yeah, whatever. If you're coming here from Nassif's stream, hit that follow button, that's free to do, and help support the stream. Okay, got Grindstone. That is checkmate, because I don't have Fog. In hand. Okay. Alright, right click, concede. Painter, Grindstone, and Ancient combo. Hope I don't lose game 3. I think his matchup's like very high variance, unfortunately. Like, alright. Should I play the game where I think that I can get them with blasts? I think I will. And I don't think Punching Fire is that good. I'll cut all of the P-Fires. I don't think it's really a good card. Endurance? No, I don't think Endurance does much versus them, honestly. I'm not cutting any mana sources in the matchup. Alright, well, this hand's really good, so... Yeah, I don't really believe in Kahir, I'm sorry. I mean, Boseiju is excellent, so also this hand is just quite good. Endurance giving you an extra turn doesn't really matter. Like, the problem is... Yeah, the problem is they just activate again. Like, there's so many issues with that plan, in my opinion. Alright, I'm going with a different line of play, which is putting them in the dirt instead, because they led with that land. Okay, it's fine. I'll just play Saga this turn instead. Alright, so if they have an ancient tomb, it would be pretty good for them. Okay, that's the same thing, really. Yeah, I obviously do not expect them to name blue with painter. I don't really want to dredge. Again, acceleration would be better to draw. I drew acceleration. That's much better to draw. Do I want to play out the other Saga? Not really. Okay. They might get Needle for my Saga, so that's why I have to do this now. Boseiju vs. City is fun? No, it's whenever you play a land, Mr. Atog. It doesn't... Like, you can't just force them to lose their thing. They might Needle Boseiju. No, they Needle Saga like I expected. I think they're just normal painter for black. That answers your question. I think these Saga tokens no longer matter. Wait, where did my... I boarded out a map? It's really bad. Oh, why did I board out a map? It's really bad here to do that. Really wish I had map instead of these blasts now. This is why I don't really like blast. Obviously, maybe I just shot myself in the foot. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna lose, actually. I guess maybe... Wait, I can just kill a construct, buy back. Alright, maybe I'm just on the pad... Yeah, I just have to Boseiju +1 to kill all of their stuff. It's obviously kind of dangerous, you know? But... No, I don't need to kill this Needle yet. I think I'm just gonna kill their tokens first and just stabilize the board. And then you just use Loam to buy back Saga. Like, I can just... I think me making my own tokens is less relevant than just killing their tokens, personally. Fortunately, they can get Plateau out of their deck, which unlocks a lot of their shit. Yeah. I think I'm actually... I think I messed up. I was supposed to actually... Well, I guess I'll see if they crew with their construct, but... There's no reason to kill it. There's a needle on Saga. Right. I guess I'll go after the copter instead. I just don't want them looting. Scooter, yeah. They've already used one surgical. How many do you think they actually have? Like, they might have a Soul Guide Lantern or something, which be maybe problematic, but... I'm gonna play around Blood Moon, even though I don't think I necessarily have to, but... Because, like, I don't think it's actually that likely that they have Blood Moon in their deck, for what it's worth. Right. I think I'm just gonna get Pirate Spellbomb now. Oh, whoops. Up a green. Wait, what the hell? I thought I untapped. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I think I'll copy this quitter. With the floating mana that I have. Okay. I might get like Rest in Peace or something, but that's fine. I mean, Ghost Quarter's not a 4-shuffle worst. It's not. Ghost Quarter's, you may. Portable Hull? Okay, they conceded. Why did they get Portable Hull? What? Field of Ruin is forced, yeah. Even if they ripped me, I think I was winning still. Boseiju is also a May. Alright. That was very weird. I don't know what happened there. They probably were looking for Rip, but didn't have it in. Is Trophy forced? I didn't think it was forced. No, Trophy's not forced. It's only like Field of Ruin. Alright. I'm gonna play match 3. New prediction up if you like gambling. Misclick maybe? I don't know, they tanked for a bit. It didn't really feel like a misclick. It just felt like they didn't have anything that was good in that situation with Enlightened Tutor. Yeah, there are very few force searches. I think it's literally Field of Ruin. Is there anything else? Maryland's forced? I see. Okay. Good for your psychogenic probe or whatever nonsense. Gamba. Gamba indeed. Alright, well, this hand's pretty good, so I'm gonna keep. You know what they're playing? Let's see. It's probably not good for me then, but... Brainstorm response? Okay. I hope it's not show and tell. Also hope it's not high tide. If it's like Jeskai Breacher, I don't really care. Like, that's fine. Yep. This is actually a good draw. Why not lead on Saga in turn 1? Because if they had days... I mean, I don't want to play the Saga... I guess I could have went Saga Mox, but... Maybe I should have. Maybe you're right there. Could have gone Saga Mox, I guess. Okay, this looks like some combo deck, probably. I guess I still could technically beat Jeskai, but... Okay, it's Breacher, I guess. It's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it is what it is, you know. I could. I don't remember the exact rule. I'll let someone else tell me what I am allowed to do or what I'm not allowed to do. Apparently I'm not allowed to do it. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I wasn't allowed to do anything. Sucks. Maybe they're just playing like the Wafu control deck. Could be the Wafu control deck. I don't think the Wafu didn't actually play any Days Undoing, or maybe just like one exactly. Wafu had a bunch of Think Twices and a Dress Down, I think. So it kind of looks like the Wafu deck to me. Let me check for sure. Okay, yeah, Wafu had a shit ton of basics, 1 Days Undoing. Right. I'm gonna spell bomb upkeep. If they have, obviously, if they have a Hull Breacher, it'll suck. Alright, they do have Hull Breacher. Can I have that Pirate Spell Bomb back? Please and thank you. I think Grove is my next most important land, actually. So if I draw Punishing Fire, I can just Punishing Fire all of their stuff. Look at how many basics they have. It's kind of unbelievable. Also, if they Days Undoing, it's not even the end of the world. Like, sure, I lose a bunch of stuff, but it's kind of irrel, honestly. Like, needs Asteroid to play Legacy? Yeah, you're telling me. You're telling me. Yeah, the 7 treasures obviously matters, but I don't think the rest of it actually matters that much, you know? Which is fine. Okay, I don't even know what I want to get yet. Plus, artifact matters for pumping the construct. There's still 2 Punishing Fire. Don't worry. I think Mock's better here, actually. Sucks. But it's fine. fuck, another dress down? Alright, so they're playing like Wafu's deck modified, but that's a lot of dress downs. Kind of annoying that it's like probably the best possible here. I think I'm gonna play around a Days Undoing and just play all my cards out. Obviously, I don't feel great about this situation, but maybe they just draw too many do-nothings instead. Like, if they just draw a bunch of Force of Wills, I'm totally fine with that, you know? Right, no more basics left. No more fetchables left in the deck. Right, guess I'll bog them. Shuts off Snapcaster. The most relevant thing. Yeah. Did the Jeskai Breacher decks always play Iteration? Wafu doesn't even have Iteration. Force of Will? Must have been a really bad iteration if they're exiling Force. So what can their hand be for the game to look like this? I don't have Hypno Revulite in my deck. Also, I wouldn't pursue that plan in this matchup personally, so... Yeah, I remember Koval played a list like this. Counterspells and removal. Yo, Basic Swamps, thanks for the resub. Alright, whatever, I'll buy it. There's probably a plow or some nonsense. Okay, fine. Basic Swamps, let me know if I should open a chest. Same for everyone who subbed today. Should I open chests for you? Let me know. They're gonna... Okay, that doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but not really. No chests for you? Cool. Yo, Cam Lin 333. Let me know if I should open chest for you. Thanks for the resub. 2 months. Yes to chest. Got it. We'll be after this match. This is gonna be a slugfest, though. So 1 chest on the stack. Well, we have 1 chest on the stack. And let's get some Jarvis claps in chat, y'all. For everyone who's here. Yo, Nefet! Mr. Pinchy! What the hell is going on? Yo, always appreciated Mr. Pinchy. Alright. Timeless Dragon is something alright, yeah. If they have another dress down, I'll probably lose my mind, but whatever. Yo, Regis Jr. 81, thank you for the 14 months resub. Oh, we're just on fire tonight, y'all. Meanwhile, I am trying to kill my opponent with construct tokens because that's how my deck works. Okay, sure. Their hand must be like a million counterspells that don't do anything, honestly. Right. Oh, do I even want to attack? Real question. Is it time to maze the flyer? Maybe actually. That's a good point. I hadn't considered it, but it probably is. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to have a lot of constructs coming up soon. I don't think they have bolts. Like, we've already seen Ending and Plow and a bunch of cantrips and forces. It's hard for them to play more than like one lightning bolt in their deck, you know? Yeah, I mean, Wasteland's not the best card versus them. Okay. So, my next turn with the trigger on the stack, I'm just going to copy, say, Forest. Then it'll be a Forest with these construct-making ability. So, this leaves me exposed to a certain card this turn that I'm not going to name. I'm just not going to name it. I don't know, Wasteland that only kills basics. Seems like I should not do that. Alright. Maze that. Okay. If I attack them, it trades, and then they can unearth it for a 4/4. So I shouldn't attack, I think, this turn. I can just wait a turn to get a 6/6. Like, pretty soon this is going to take way over the game. Because this is a forest with the construct making ability. It can also tap for C, because it just remembers all of the abilities that it's gained. So I think my opponent's hand just has to be all counter spells. Like, there's actually nothing else it could be. I attack. I don't think I should risk the plow this turn. I can just wait one turn and like overwhelm them anyways, so I think being impatient is a good way to lose. Oh, the stage Saga thing is completely nonsensical, which is like one of the favorite things about this deck. Oh, it lost the character again. It lost the sun again. This is so... I guess like whenever it gets altered in any way, it just loses it and just like becomes a different... Oh, it has to become the non-fort version. I mean, why? Why would I cheese them with depths? Like, why bother? I mean, I guess I could, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, sure. No, the characters being part of the art is weird and like doesn't make sense to me, so I'm not surprised. They have to block both, or they die. Yo, Telperian Kadu, thank you for the resub. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I think I'm gonna go after their second white source. This also forces a shuffle if they want to search. And they left on top with Ponder. Okay. No reason to play out the second depths. Moses the Cool. That is somewhat appropriate for this situation, I suppose. Kind of funny that this game's dragged on forever and they're just gonna lose to my forest that's also a construct. I do have a lot of anti-synchronous depths. I don't think it's gonna get to that. I think they're gonna die to constructs more than anything. Remember I got dressed down twice this game? And it killed a bunch of constructs each time? It's just like, it doesn't even look like it matters. Ah, shit. Okay. I think Liege is not really good. Right. I mean, they have 7 cards, but the only cards that matter are them drawing plows. So, why are they floating mana? Okay. Okay, that is... I guess that is what it is. Kind of funny, but it's not really worth it. Maybe I'm gonna lose still. Well, first off, let's not assume their gender, but I should have wasted them, yeah. Oh, they conceded? I just got Hullbreacher, Days Undoing, and my opponent conceded. Alright, that's a screenshot for the books. Yeah, I don't know what's in their hand, but clearly they probably just drew like 5 lands and then do nothing, I guess. Like, it's not a lot of explanation there. I don't know what the fuck happened right there. That's... Yeah, the only way you can see there is if you drew really bad. But like, the thing is, I don't even have them dead. That's like the crazy part of it. Alright. They do like to play Blood Moons. I'm gonna hedge. Yeah, they probably drew a bunch of lands. This sucks. Don't need the second maze. The first maze is fine. Think I'm going to side out. This is not so good. Yeah, Urza Saga greater than Field, but sometimes you need 5 Urza Saga. Andreism, I don't know what you said there. Yeah, they could chump a lot. It didn't really make a lot of sense, I agree, but, you know, that's okay. Oh yeah, this matchup I like to shave on depths. I like leaving in 2 to keep them honest. Yeah, Boseiju was good versus Painter round 2, Moses. Like, it was extremely good versus Painter. So, it earned its spot there. I'm not going to cut maps. Maps are good in a matchup like this. You're right, library... That's why I hate library so much. It's just, like, not good. It's just, like... It's kind of a bad card. I think I can shave 2 crop rotations versus this opponent. I think they're generally not good in this sort of matchup. And, like, killing them... Trying to, like, kill them fast doesn't really work. Anyways, I think the blasts are super good. Punching Fire is fine. Pyrite's fine. And map is good. Yeah, but Valakut Exploration is also bad versus Prismatic Ending as well, so... I think this is actually a keep. Yeah, Yavimaya is really good. Like, I don't think anyone disputed Yavimaya is good in the deck. Yeah, that was brought up. Library is bad versus Norset effects. So, you know. I want to play around Blood Moon on this upcoming turn cycle and not fetch into it. Because if I fetch into it, that's like game losing. Or like play Saga into it, rather, it's game losing. Fetch. Okay. Loam Channel Land. I think that is an unprintable card. Alright, I'm actually going to get a fetch land, I think. It's fetch land or forest. Maybe I just get forest. No, get forest. Oh, I shouldn't have discarded Grove. Actually, maybe it's fine. Nah, I should have discarded Depth, I think. Just played for a long game. That's fine. Not going to counter Brainstorm. I should have discarded Depths to the Mach 7, I think. Okay. Fine. Exploration Static Ability Land. Also not printable, really. So, alright. Just gonna copy my forest. Doubling up on forest is good in these situations, generally. Okay. Now I'll expose it. If they Blood Moon me this turn, that's fine. I can EOT... Well, I guess I'll see what they do if they Blood Moon me. I might regret not copying Mountain, actually, oddly enough. Do I? Oh, I post virtually almost all of the pictures I have marked, so I guess if you think if any of them are good, then some of them are good, probably. Yeah, I'm not pitching. I'm just gonna cast the Fov and with Blast back up. I guess I didn't really make it clear, but that's the plan. I'm actually going to copy their mountain, I think. Change my mind. That's because of the blast in my hand. Okay. I mean, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is, you know? Okay. I'm gonna loan back the Grove. If they surgical it, so be it. I mean, I can't really play around that by this point. They still have to kill me in 2 games, and they only have 9 minutes left on their clock. My hand's really good at not dying as well, so... Okay. So yeah, feel good about my shot in this game. So, it's fine. I'm saving this for like Snapcaster or one of the 3-drop Planeswalkers. Obviously that's a 2-for-1 for them, but I'll deal with it. Okay. Force some negation. Sucks. God, this is so toxic. Gonna make them kill me. It might, like, they don't have Shark Typhoon relatively quickly, it might actually be an issue for them to kill me through this Field of the Dead. Which sounds kind of insane, but... Why not try to go... They hadn't used a single plow. I don't know how well you think that's going to work out, Jaitheim. They hadn't used a single plow and they were floating 4 cards. Probably gonna lose, though, but... Alright. Oops, didn't set a stop, but it's okay. I think they're gonna time out, actually. Oh, fuck! Narset. Ah, god damn it. I forgot for a second. That was really bad. No, clearly I forgot. Yeah, no, it's not your fault. It's my fault, obviously. I'm kind of checked out of this one. I really, really loathe... yeah, it's too late. Really loathe this deck because I think it's mega bad. But obviously, like, this game, they're gonna win. Sylvan's more defensible in the play because you can sneak it under their Planeswalkers. So I think I might have it on the play. And just cut, like... I would just cut the ball, honestly. It's, like, not very good. I could also cut these rotations, actually, but... Alright. I'm in for this hand. Okay, it's fine. Looks really cool when half of it is a forest. That's funny. I don't really like Sphere, but I understand. Yeah, it's literally Yavimaya messing it up. I'm just gonna port their Volk. I smell blood in the water. Sucks. I think I would rather port them than do anything else. It's a Blood Moon. Okay. So. Okay. Whatever. Like, I could try to rotate for a Saga, but I don't think that's even worth it. I decided out Bog, so that doesn't work. I also don't really want to make that play, so... it's gonna take a while to Ghost Quarter them out, but it's hypothetically possible, yeah. I think what I'm actually gonna do is just waste them out instead, you know? Like, why would I need to Ghost Quarter them out? That's a desperate iteration. Iteration without getting 2 cards out of it is real desperation. Oh, they exiled Surgical? Okay, you got it. I mean, yeah, they could be choking STPs. Press down doesn't do anything anymore. Alright, they didn't want to play anymore because I actually was going to cut them off certain colors. I was going to go after the red source and start going after white sources. No, because if they surgical at depths, it's really hard. Monsieur. Like, if they just had another surgical, it would end up being very difficult to win. I mean, I could still P-Fire them, but it's taking a lot of risk for not that much gain, I think. I didn't really explain that, obviously, but that's what I was thinking. Do they have time for it? I don't know. Like, they could. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll open 4 chests for the people who subbed. Thanks for being here again. Appreciate y'all. I wouldn't do this without y'all. Alright, what we got? The Scourge of Standard. Nissa Who Shakes the World, Stained Class version. A Temple of Malice. The Scourge of, Borborygamos Enraged. Oh, you're right. They wouldn't get priority. I don't know. I guess there's probably some reason to do it then. But that's not what I was thinking about anyways. Alright. Isolated Chapel, Dominaria, and 10 play points. Not a great chest. What else we got? Agent of Treachery, also a Scourge of Standard, and Arkham Dagson, which doesn't really do anything. And 5 play points. Cool cards, though. Well, Agent's not really cool. It only did one thing, which was steal all of your opponent's shit. Biting Palm Ninja, new card from Kamigawa, and Nightmare from 9th edition. I really like Biting Palm Ninja. It might go into my cube soon. Alright, get your predictions in. I'm gonna get more water and be right back for match number 4. So again, thanks for everyone being here. Also gonna run a quick ad, so I'll be right back in a few minutes. Alright. Back. Why did I make a cube? Because cube is great, and I wanted to play with the cards I like. I mean, what other reason is there to build a cube? There's like very few reasons to actually build a cube. Hi, back, I'm dad. Alright, I don't know if people bet on the match or not, but let's get back to the fourth match with lands. Boseiju lands. Reason one, to have a cube. I already owned an older cube, but it had a lot of cards I didn't really like in it, because it was like left over from someone else. So I rebuilt it. You had stream muted? I see. Well, I was in ad break before, so I didn't say anything. But, alright. We're 2-1 in the Lands League. Again, thanks for being here on this Wednesday. Tomorrow, Dom and I will play 8cast, and on Friday, I think I'll play some Vintage Cube on the stream. Friday morning. So. Wait. An error occurred? Trying to pair me with another player? What the hell was that? Has anyone ever gotten that error message? Like, I clicked pair and it just bugged out. What the hell was that? I have no idea what happened right there. That was super weird. Obvious glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, Cube Friday morning from like, probably around 9:30 a.m. Eastern to like 1 p.m. That's the whitelist. It would have paired me for some bad matchup. I see. I'm gonna keep this hand though. Pretty good. Like I have acceleration, I have engine cards, so not gonna mulligan. Nega Jarvis? Nega Jarvis indeed. Nega or Mega? Or Nega Mega? Or Mega Nega? Or Mega Mega Nega Nega? This doesn't really look like Spice. This looks like 8cast to me. Just going to waste them. They use Lotus Petal to play their seat, so that means they can't really have a soul land. So it probably means they don't have many lands in hand. Obviously they could have a Saga in hand or something, but... Bobbling yourself in that deck is weird. I guess if you have Emery, that's the question, or not, you know? I'll bog them. Hope they don't have a soul land here. Oh, you do it... Yeah, okay, never mind, you're right. That's a good point. So they probably have a soul land then. I guess they could have 2 Moxen. Like land plus Mox, like seat plus Mox also works. Chalice on 0 in that deck is very weird. Didn't they lock themselves out of Bobble then? That is mega weird. Like, I don't think it's good to do that, really. Alright, I'm gonna just play it as though I'll draw Stage next turn. Oh yeah, if they have Psi, it's all over, obviously, but... You could play Tower of the Magistrate. Unless you're really desperate for the mana. I guess so, yeah. I would not cast any crop rotations into Chalice on 1. I'm just not going to cast crop rotation or expedition map. Yo, Dogs, thanks. I am doing well. 2-1 this week with traditional lands, but honestly, deck has some issues nowadays. Fresh cut, yeah. Looking good? Thanks. I mean... Interesting. So I can kill that and maybe sneak through a win. Guess there's no reason to show it yet. I forgot I had that in the deck, to be fair. Can I wait a turn or two on that? Because if I do it now, they'll get an island. They might be able to play Psi. That would end up poorly. So I probably don't want to do it yet. So I'll just fetch then. I mean, Boseiju is just a good card. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, okay, well, it's kind of nice too. Where do I find her? I mean, I just played 36 lands. I think Boseiju is just worth playing, honestly. Like, not playing it is a serious mistake. Alright, they only have 0s and 1s. Do I have a lands command? I don't. What do you want it to be? I mean, I have a Patreon that tells you almost everything I know about the deck, if people want to sign up for that. But I don't have a specific lands command. Oh, I guess I have that. I guess augers. I really like how this Chalice on 0 is going to screw them more than it screws me. I think that play was not good, to be quite fair. Oops. Right. Right. Oh! Fuck, I wasn't supposed to tap that. Them being at 21 is really bad. Whoops. I was supposed to collect on the Grove. Alright, that was just that was a misclick, obviously, but that's fine. Wait! What the fuck am I doing? Oh god. My brain exploded, actually. That didn't make any sense. Okay. Yeah, no. Alright, well, it's fine. We'll just figure out how to recover. Okay. This is actually fine. Here. Okay, Twin Dom, if you're gonna act like you've never misplayed in your life, you should sub to this channel instead. I actually needed to kill the Chalice on 1. That was my actual plan before, I just forgot. We thawing? No. I don't think that's a good use of my mana. I think what I'm supposed to do is actually spend mana killing these to chop down the size of the constructs. I mean, I guess I can thaw once, but I think I would rather just bounce the Sai. I just don't want the like constructs to get insanely huge, because that's like pretty bad for me, I think. Sure. That does not matter to me whatsoever. Okay, yeah. So I guess I thaw here. Yeah, P-Fire Grove is a combo. Oh. I'm just gonna jump with my token. My token doesn't really matter. Like, it's so hard to beat this deck with the tokens from my side. Yeah, exactly. That's my plan. Like, I'm basically a worse Saga deck than they are, so I don't really want to play that battle. But, you know. Unfortunate. So that means I shouldn't jump this turn then. Which is fine. I'll just take 9 to the chin, that's fine. I go to 5. Then I make a construct, grab map. I think it'll end up being fine. I mean, they're at 32, but whatever, you know. It's possible I should have... Well, if I get a second Saga, I can't really win. I need this to block that, really. Saga makes 20/20s? Sort of. I mean, this is not really very reliable or good. I think this might be a game where I just defensively play with my Wage until I draw Maze, because I'm not really allowed to attack before that. Imagine if one of these Chalices was on 2 instead of 1. I shouldn't even play that. I should have probably just played my mocks. Alright, go. I'm not in good shape here, personally, but... Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If I draw another Grove, that land drop might be relevant, actually. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't play the mocks into Chalice and Zero. You're right. I probably just need all this mana and play them for something weird. I don't know what exactly. Tabernacle locks up their mana. Is that good? Kind of, actually. Yeah, I think it's good, actually, to do this. I think it's kind of hard for them to make forward progress, whereas, like, I've kind of have a stranglehold on the game. Yeah, Tabernacle was very good here. He's just gonna make them miserable, I think. Until, like, I'm gonna... Like, my plan's to P-Fire them a bunch, so I think it kind of works out, you know? I'm gonna Thaw just in case. Wage is indestructible, so you don't have to pay for it. We'll pay for the other ones, of course. I'm not trying to time them out, but obviously they are behind on time. And time is a resource, but, you know, I'm not specifically trying for that. It's really good, actually. Are you sure about that? Yeah, Chalice on 2 would have been very bad for me this game. Like, I could have drawn Loam at any point, and that also, like, beats them almost straight up, I think, as well, right? Okay. think stage means I can attack, at least. That is vigilance, yeah. Oh yeah, this is not a good intro to Legacy game. I think I should have lost actually, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Right. So if they don't have Karn, Glacial Chasm is actually unbeatable. So there is that to think about. I think I like the combo element. Pirate's Ball's not that good. I actually don't think I want to be a Saga deck versus them, really, if possible. I mean, I'll have some Sagas in. Yeah, Needle good. I mean, in some sense, I have too many good cards, I think, actually. Yeah, if Chalice and Zero, I think, killed them. If they just didn't Chalice and Zero, I think I would have lost it very easily, which is kind of funny. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, if they... Well, they never actually got to 5 mana, right? Chasm? No. I re-added the Chasm because I wanted to try it because I have a lot of maps. So I thought it might make sense. If that makes sense. Rotation's good. I think I just want to cut, like... What graveyard hate do we play? It doesn't really matter. Like... Usually it's like Soul Guide and shit like that, but it doesn't really matter. It's usually more like artifacts than like surgicals because of their chalice plan, generally speaking. Change our mind, I'm not gonna Chasm. Oh, if they side in Cage versus me, I'm absolutely okay with that. But yeah, they played Lantern into their own thing. Actually, I'm gonna have more Sagas in and just less rotations on the draw. Rotation's like not that good for some anyways, so... It's possible I want one maze exactly. Right, yeah. I'm gonna... Actually, I think I'm just gonna cut rotation, period. Even though it is kind of okay. They side in a shit ton of forces, generally speaking. I think I'm okay just not having rotation in my deck and just leaning on map instead. This is a nice sample hand. I will be looking for a different hand. This hand does not beat anything that their deck can do. Okay. 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 I think they should have actually bobbled me before chalicing. They should have just bobbled everyone before chalicing, maybe. Why did they bobble me twice? I guess they're drawing the cards anyways, so it doesn't really matter. That one. Yeah, it's a turn 3-1, assuming they have nothing. I can also use Fav plus Exploration to like kill 2 of their things, if that matters. That can get Needle, so I think I should just kill both of these now. And you should just kill it with the mana ability on the stack. Yes, Brazen Bar is generally good versus Merit Wage. I will not disagree with that. Red Black. Okay, Petty Theft is good versus Merit Wage, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. Probably should have just played Depths that turn, actually. They know about Stage. Maybe they'll just Chalice on one anyways. You can't play lands off Emery, it's cast. They're going for Chalice on one. Makes a lot of sense, honestly. But... this is why I play max depths, max stage. It's just like... I'm not going to activate it until their end step because of Karakas. I can just see if they have Karakas or not. Do I still own this in Power? Yeah, you set cost and activate... like, Thoughtcast was Chromatic Sphere works as well. Yeah, I still own this in paper. I don't own a Boseiju yet, but I'll probably pick one up soon. Oh wait, and not sorry, thank you for the raid. I didn't see that until now. And if y'all are new to the stream, hit that follow button, that's free to do. And if you really want to support the stream, check for that Twitch Prime sub. They saw Grove twice. Did they see the same Grove, or did they see different Groves? That's the real question. Okay. Okay. Gonna be one of these games. I'm still gonna make it and just like push on them because I think it's not great to do anything else. Plus I can draw Punching Fire for an insta win. Yeah, it does. I think that's worse than just playing out Saga this turn, personally, but... maybe it's not, actually. Maybe I should have just done that. Actually, okay. I think maybe I should have just done that. So if I played Blaststone that turn and Stage the next turn, it would have worked out. Yeah, that would have actually been better, I think. Yeah, it's a Thought Monitor. Do I think Ghost Quarter is still good enough? I'm not sure. It might not be, actually. I like having one when you have 3 Expedition maps. This is kind of a tough game now, I think. I'm probably gonna lose, but that's okay. Yeah, the plan will be mapped for Tabernacle, but I think I actually am not allowed to attack anymore. I think the race doesn't work out for me. It's kind of sad. Kind of brutal too, but... Okay. Blast on 3 will be too slow. I don't think that'll ever work, fortunately. So, have to pass. And yes, Shadow Spear would be good this game, but kind of think it's not really very good, generally speaking. Yeah, I know. But I have to play stage first. Like, I think I'm just gonna get Tabernacle off map this turn. Just make them kind of miserable and see if it's good enough. Because they only have 4 mana, so they can only keep 4 creatures, and they have a lot of creatures. So it makes any Wasteland really good, to be quite fair. Oh wait, this is just game 2? They're down to 8 minutes? So there's a chance that that happens for game 3. But yeah, this will probably be a Tabernacle game based on how the board looks. Yeah. They can attack with Thought Monitor every turn. They can, yeah. I think just my life total matters. Like, obviously they can like recast that off Emery next turn, but whatever. I think my life total matters more. Why did it go over there? Alright. Wait. Alright, that's not very good anymore. I'm just gonna float. Okay. Because there's not actually harm in casting it, because they have to pay so much mana for their shit anyways, that it's kind of good. I do not want to get Needle there. Do not think it does anything. I mean, I could do that, I just don't think it does very much. What's up, Hippity Long Ears? Plan is to block with this token, obviously. So, personally, I think what's going to happen is Aether Spellbomb is going to be searched from the deck. And that's going to be bad for me, obviously, but, you know, I can't do anything about it. Wait. It tapped mana. Interesting. Okay, I mean, that means I can't get... Oh no, I can still get Spellbomb this turn. Did they side out Spellbomb, or do they not play it? You're teaching Calculus? Calculus 1? Yo, Piers! Thank you. Yeah, this playlist is nice, in my opinion. Wait. Yes. Oh. Doesn't work. Okay. Second, not great. So now I'm going to do the Stage Blast Zone trick, which will get to 0 counters. Oh, you made a Kappa joke? Nice. Love it. I appreciate you, Hippie Long Ears. I do appreciate you making that joke. Okay. We're gonna Stage Blast soon. Okay. Maybe they drew the Aether Spellbomb, which is kind of sad for them, obviously. I'm just gonna let the construct die. Alright. I used all of the parts of the Buffalo with Thespian Stage. Obviously I could have played game 1 more cleanly, but game 2 worked out pretty well, I think. They had mana, they could use the Stratosphere flavor text. How many Buffalo are in a Thespian Stage? Probably like 20. I don't know, like... Alright. Last prediction for the night. Get your bets in. I'm gonna chill for a second because that one kind of took a while. Exactly 2 Buffalo? Yeah, I Blast Zone for 0. If you stage Blast Zone, it has 0 counters on it, Scraggles. Like, the original Blast Zone still had a counter on it. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I haven't used that trick in a while, but obviously I know it exists because I just did it. Just getting the lands rust off, but the rare Blast and Stage combo is similar in power level to that with Dark Depths. Probably not. So, I think about it more. Either they sided out either Spellbomb or they drew it. Because if you draw it, it's bad with both your Chalices on one. So one of the two things probably happened. Anyway, again, thanks for everyone being here. I will play more Legacy tomorrow as well, and some Vintage Cube on Friday, but I need to rest after that one and clear my brain fog. There's a little bit of a brain fog right there. Also, if people are interested in either coaching or lands information, you can check out the Patreon, !Patreon, or !Coaching. And again, thanks for being here. Alright, last match. Oh, why am I so tired right now? I haven't been sleeping great. That's probably why, honestly, but... Lack of sleep making you tired sounds far-fetched. Yeah, I don't know. It's something alright. Alright, let's try to finish strong with a 4-1. Lost round 1 to Blue-Red Delver. I think that matchup's generally good, but obviously you can lose. Again, if you're new to the stream, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all! We are waiting for an opponent. Clearly everyone's scared. Why only play one? There's 3 expedition maps, C, B, Jorn. Like, let me pull up the deck, I guess, and explain it more carefully. But there's 3 map and 1 Boseiju. I mean, I think Boseiju is good, but I don't view it as, like, a Ghost Quarter. I view it as a Disenchant. Like, my plan is not to kill all of their lands with Boseiju, because that's, like, incredibly inefficient, and doesn't really work in most games of Magic. My Revolutionary Landless deck. I think basically 2 Boseijus is not unreasonable, but the first is definitely mandatory. Well, and if I wanted to play the second, I'd probably cut the second Maze or the Port or a Ghost Quarter. But I think Ghost Quarter is good in like some weird circumstances. I think just having the first Ghost Quarter when you have Crucible and Loam and 3 maps is worth a lot. I'm not even sure Port is that good anymore, but obviously it's a good card, but like you kind of just run out of space. Like there's already not a lot of space for cards in this deck. Like I think you want personally, I want 4 Stage for depths. Obviously, other people can shave on depths, but I kind of hate it. Like, there are just so many games where Stage depths is so important, in my opinion. Alright. Gigantha? I would not play Gigantha because I would side in Force of Vigor or Endurance. If you wanted to play one, it should be Kahira, but I don't think it's worth it, personally. It should definitely be Kahira if you're going to play one. And sometimes you do see people play Kahira, to be quite honest. Looks like Painter again. My hand's like actually pretty good versus Painter. Help you, Kaguya? I don't really think Valakut Exploration has stood the test. It's really clunky is the issue. And map chains really, like, chaining maps off Saga is kind of the engine you need. Jaitheim has a good point with regards to Saga. That's why Port has lost value, rather. There's just, like, so many mana sinks in the deck now. Also, it looks like I'm going to waste lock my opponent. Or not. Okay. They probably should name Wasteland. I could see them naming Stage, but then I would be in much better shape. Yo, Tandy! Thanks for the raid, my friend. Hope you had a good stream. I was watching earlier, of course, but now I want to go do my own thing, you know. What's the best way to approach this? I think just loaming and then playing out Saga and Depths is the best way to approach it. I'm rushing for Needle for Grindstone, essentially. The thing, like, the major thing about Valakut Exploration is it's pretty bad versus blue-red. Like, the games are not about Valakut Exploration versus them. Because if you get to develop all of that mana, you can probably just beat them with Loam or something else, I don't know. Like, just is kind of pointless. Okay, I hate it here. That is bad for me. What? Oh, I think Painter's good versus lands. I'd never said that. Arty art. Force of Vigor changed a lot, though. It's just my hand seemed pretty strong, honestly. Like, you know. I need to blind draw Needle, so Dredging Loam doesn't even do anything. It doesn't quite work. I don't have another red source. But maybe they won't go for it. Yeah, they Needled Wasteland is the reason. Forgot how sweet Mock Simon looks when there's a Painter out. Yeah, if they had Needled Wasteland, this game's very easy. I just kill every single land that they play, then I win. But instead, I die. There's something I can draw. Guess there's no harm in looking. Might as well put the fear in them. Okay, that is not it. Sucks. Why did they show me their hand? Like... Alright. As always, the question is if I should have Blast in or not. I don't really think so, like... I think it's just bad. Personally. I mean, some people swear by it, but I think it's just kind of... not very good. Sometimes to begin sideboarding button moves. Fair enough. That is a possibility. Alright, submit. I don't really like Endurance in this matchup. In fact, I played 0 matchups where I won Endurance, but obviously that doesn't mean I'm going to cut it. It's just not very good all of the time. Any hand with Force of Vigor is like almost an auto keep in the matchup, because FOV is that broken. Also, I can just draw, like, Adepts, and this hand is insanely broken too. Or Crop Rotation. Like, there's just tons of reasons to keep this hand. Why not take out P-Fire? Because if they don't name blue, it's not good. And you want P-Fire for Welder anyways. I really, like, the plan of Sidon Blast versus Painter only works if they name blue. Like, it really doesn't work otherwise, in my opinion. So you're, like, kind of just flipping coins by that point. And I'd rather just not do that, personally. Like, I think it's just completely unnecessary and not good. So any stage or depths, or sorry, any depths or rotation is just a turn 2 Lage, which is generally good enough. They do, Nuke Launch, they do in Game 1, but Game 2 they don't have to do that versus me. Like, they literally just don't have to do that, so... That's a bad draw. I'd rather have Punishing Fire because of cards like this. I think newer painter players often... Okay, well... Copy that. So if they needle... so now they just can't free roll needling stage. They might needle Wasteland, but that's fine. He's still named Blue. Okay. Okay. Got Lotus Petal in the graveyard. Interesting. Yes, it didn't go for it, which is also very interesting. Yeah, I know they're repping Blast. Okay, so what can I do? Not much is the answer. All right. Although maybe I just have to do it now and just fade. So if I kill both... doesn't really work. Well, if I kill Painter and Stone, the problem is if they just draw another artifact, they can rebuild everything. Well, so I can't do that right now. I would have to let them untap, and that's not great either. So I have to think about what I should do here. Yeah, that might actually be the play. It might be best to actually just kill the furnace and the needle, and just hope they don't have 2 mana source. Although they can just weld out their needle for petal then. Wait, no, I'll have killed the... Okay, yeah, I guess I have to kill Painter and Furnace and just hope. It has to be now. Oh, they F6'd? Oh wait, they don't have 8 mana anyways, so it's fine. Well, I can't, right? Because I only had 4 mana. And I have to do it this turn, already, right? So, suppose I do it on their turn, they can just use Welder and Engineer. If I had 1 more mana, obviously I could do it, but... That's why I wanted the Loam to resolve. My Loam targets were Cradle, Saga, Forest, so I would have just gotten another mana source, obviously. How do I mean, I could have forced in response, so maybe that was the better play. You're right. Yeah. I probably fucked it up then, but that's okay. Yeah, I didn't want to tap Wasteland, because if they let it resolve, I was just going to waste them, obviously. Like, if they let the Loam resolve, then I can play a land and then try to do that. And it would have worked out okay for me, I think. But, you know, that's okay. Oh, I didn't want to tap Wasteland this turn. Do I want to turn this into a Saga as well? Probably not. I think it's more valuable as a forest. And now I just want to take blind draw steps. It's like kind of hard for me to improve from the current situation. This is a situation where Endurance would be okay, but not great, because they have 2 Welders, so it doesn't really change much, in my opinion. So I can make a bunch of tokens, get map for Tabernacle, probably not Dredge, because like if I just flip all my maps it ends up poorly for me, so I don't want to do that. I can get map and needle for grindstone, and that's pretty good for me. Oh, because it also works. Yeah, I left an LP fires, but okay, I guess I probably should have dredged then, because it's more likely I find a P fire than milling all of my maps. So that's a good point. Oh, but I don't want to dredge my needle. Yeah, no, actually, I shouldn't dredge then. That's true. Good luck. I'm going to let the Tabernacle trigger resolve, then if they leave up mana, I'll just port them. I think this is like kind of checkmate. Because it's like pretty hard for them to get out of this. Okay. They could also weld out my needle, yeah. Maybe I should have mapped for Boseiju, actually. I didn't consider that, but I should have. Actually, I should have mapped for Boseiju. That's so much better. God damn it. Fucked it. Yeah, no. Mapping for Boseiju is better than mapping for Port. Then I just leave one of the Taigas untapped. Yeah, that's just way better. Okay. Sucks. Fucked it up. I should have just gotten... Boseiju. Ah, fuck. Sucks. I could have just locked it up. Alright. GG's opponent. God damn it. It was really bad. I should have clearly gotten Boseiju. Alright, well, went 3-2, but, you know, I threw it. I threw that match. For sure. I throw the Delver match, maybe. Was that you, Ryan? Or are you just saying GG's? Alright, well, 3-2, but Boseiju obviously feels fantastic, you know? Really good card. I mean, the first copy is going to be necessary. Oh, just for the matches? Yeah, fair enough. I think Sylvan Library is still not very good. People, like, love playing it. I just... God, I don't think it's aged gracefully. Oh, your name's Warlin. Fair enough. Alright, so yeah, I think that's a 3-2 with lands. The Boseiju felt great. The map config actually feels quite good. So, the other question is what other cards do you want to fill in those slots? Kamigawa Forest, I don't know about that one, but, you know, is what it is. Anyways, thanks for everyone being here. Again, if you want to support the stream, hit that follow button. That's free to do, and definitely help support the stream. I'll be back tomorrow to play some 8-cast with Dom. And Friday morning, I will stream some Vintage Cube. So, thanks for everyone being here. And, y'all are the real ones.